9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Hey, happy Monday, and thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast. And yes, it is going to stay rainy as we head over the next little while. Clouds already moving back in. We've had some peaks of sunshine this morning. I guess I'll start things off by saying that the weather pattern is pretty much the same all week long. We've got morning blips of sun, followed by pretty widespread afternoon clouds and showers and storms each day. The good news is the severe weather risk is low. It's not as cloudy or as rainy as it was this past weekend. That said, we're not getting rid of this cloudy afternoon, widespread shower and storm chance during the afternoon pattern anytime soon. I'm going to explain why here as well. So if you're wondering why it's been so rainy, I'm going to get into a pretty detailed explainer on that coming up over the next couple of minutes. But first things first, it is not just you. It has been an exceptionally wet start to the calendar year. Now, records in Denver date back 151 years. This is our 13th wettest start to a calendar year on record here in Denver, and our second wettest in the last 40 years. So we've picked up over 10 inches worth of rainfall so far this year. For context, we did not get to 10 inches or more of rainfall in Denver, or I should say precipitation. We didn't get that far until October 3rd of last year. So it's just nonstop rain, nonstop rainfall, almost climate affecting it. Like our climate has basically changed here over the last month or so. That said, here in Denver, things still a little bit sunny out there right now. Some intermittent sunshine, mostly cloudy skies, but we're seeing those clouds kind of thicken on up. We've had some sun this morning as opposed to this past weekend. We had all of that cloud cover. Basically didn't see any sort of sunshine at all this weekend. At least, again, today things starting off on a bit of a sunnier note. But we're already seeing some of that cloud cover move on in. More rain, more showers, storms for the afternoon, daily storm chances around all week, and maybe some hints that next week changes, but still a little early to say that. Flash flood watch up for the burn scars for the Cameron Peak, the East Troublesome, Calwood, Williams Fork, all those burn scars under this flash flood watch until 10 p.m. tonight. We'll probably see this reissued for tomorrow, and so avoid the burn scars today. Know where they are. If you're heading to the mountains today, you're doing some hikes, just know where the burn scars are and avoid them for the next few hours. Already starting to see some shower storms pop on up into the high country, but into the eastern plains, things mostly cloudy and unsettled right now, but the kind of main action right now would be out in Prowers County. We do have one storm just to the south and west of Lamar. Some of that moisture, and by the way, you can see here on the HD Doppler radar, notice where this rain and where these shower storms are moving from and towards. This is a southeast flow. This is Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that is why it's been so wet for the last little while. We've kept the southeast flow up for the last few days. So the forecast, as we take a look at the what we can expect by 3-4 o'clock, widespread showers and storms into the high country. Denver area a bit more hit or miss. Southeast plains, that's where things look to be at their wettest for the eastern part of Colorado over the afternoon and early evening hours. By about 7-8 o'clock or so tonight, we should start to see things start to taper on down, and by about 9-10 o'clock, we should pretty much have all this come to a close. Closer look in here at the Denver area, slightly higher chance of a shower storm west and south of Denver, so the Palmer Divide into the foothills, but everybody's got a chance for seeing a shower or storm, and we're going to have them pretty widespread for the afternoon and early evening hours. By about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, showers, storms around, and it looks like for maybe here in the Denver area, maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock could be our wettest time period, and we'll see those shower storms stick around until maybe 8, 8:30 or so, and then by 9 o'clock, we should see this all come to a close. Temperatures right now, 60s, 70s, eastern plains, 50s and 60s into the high country for today. Chance for storms, 71 degrees. Our average high for today is around 80 degrees, so normally we'd be about 10 degrees warmer, but again, that cloud cover keeping things rather gray and rather cool for this time of year. Clearing skies, chance for storms early on, and we'll see those skies gradually clear on out through the overnight hours. So here's the big question. Why has it been so wet, and why is it going to be so wet basically all week long? Here's the reason. There's an area of low pressure to our west and our south. There's an area of high pressure to our north. That area of high pressure, this big old H up here, I'm going to kind of back this up for you. That big H over the Dakotas. Think of that as a bunch of cars just deciding that they want to stop on I-25. So let's say you're heading north on I-25, and then suddenly you hit standstill traffic. And then you realize that just 4 cars decided that they just wanted to stop, and they block everything. That's what that area high pressure up into the Dakotas and southern Canada is doing. It's just stopping anything from moving. It is sitting, it is spinning, it ain't doing anything. And that is why this weather pattern is just locked in place. Now, what that means for us here into the front range, kind of closer look in. Winds around an area high pressure go in a clockwise fashion, counterclockwise for an area low pressure. What does that mean? What does that matter? So, if you kind of think about it, you kind of do the little spinny with your fingers, you kind of think about it, what that means for us here into Denver and for the front range is we've got weak southeast flow. And to the south and east of Denver, eventually, you got the Gulf of Mexico. So what this is essentially doing is it's basically leading to this pipeline of nonstop moisture for us here coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And so again, long story short, area low pressure to our west, blocking area high pressure to our north. That means as long as that area high pressure decides it just wants to hang out, we are going to be talking about the same weather pattern for the next little while, and there are no indications this is going to change anytime soon. It looks like we're going to be stuck in this pattern for tomorrow, for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday, for Saturday, for Sunday, and maybe this weekend it gets a little bit wetter once again. So it's just stuck. The good news is that the severe weather risk continues to be pretty low for the next few days, and that includes tomorrow, but temperatures, maybe a little bit more sunshine in the morning hours. So that might be some good news, is that we might get a bit more sun tomorrow morning, and that may get those temperatures up near 80 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Once again, we'll have some afternoon showers and storms. But again, I think tomorrow we get a bit more sunshine in the morning. We should clear things out a bit more efficiently. High country, showers and storms stick around. These will eventually dissipate once again. And so tomorrow looking fairly similar to today, maybe a bit more sunshine, maybe some stronger showers, storms for the afternoon. But this pattern just hangs around and hangs around. It means through Thursday, probably another quarter, half-inch rain for us here in Denver. And then for southern Colorado, we've got maybe a bit more rain than that as we head over the next few days, and certainly to the high country. The 7-day forecast, rinse, lather, repeat, rinse, lather, repeat, rinse, lather, repeat. Showers and storms, showers and storms, showers and storms, and temperatures on the cooler side of average. But, of course, this is the good news, is the drought is basically no more for us here in Colorado. Only about 6% of Colorado under any form of drought, and severe drought only covers Baca County, far southeast plains. About 1% of the state of Colorado under a severe or worse drought. So we've basically eradicated the drought with what we've seen over the last few weeks. Of course, a lot of you wondering when you move to Portland or Seattle. I can tell you this past weekend, I was in Portland, Oregon, and it was 80 degrees and beautiful sunshine. And then, of course, it's weird flying back to Denver, and we've got all the rain and that unsettled weather. So kind of unusual. Got a moth here, so go away, moth, at least for the moment. But in the meantime, again, top line takeaways in terms of that weather forecast for us here along the front range. It looks like we're just going to be locked in this morning blips of sunshine, afternoon showers and storms, and a better chance than usual of afternoon showers and storms. These are not, basically every day during the summer months here along the front range, we've got some chance for a shower or storm. These are higher than usual storm chances thanks to that southeast flow that I was talking about. And then temperatures about 5-10 degrees cooler than our seasonal average, which is right around 80 degrees for the first week of the month of June. So hopefully that gives you a good idea about what to expect as we head over the next few days. Meteorologist Keely Chalmers will have an update for you coming up at 9 News at noon, and also at 2 p.m. here on 9 News Plus. And then Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabins at 4 and 5. Then Meteorologist Danielle Grant will have an update for you coming up at 6, 9, and 10 tonight on the 9 News Family Networks. Once again, I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi with my co-host, that moth over there. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Monday.